So this came across my feed, and I 100% thought this was like, I thought this was a sketch. I thought this was like some sketch comedy group that put up a green screen trying to make it look like the president's seal, and then this was just an actress. But this is real. This is fucking real.
You know, you've talked about all of this preparation that the Trump administration did, but then how come on January 2020 the stockpile was as low as it was on supplies like face masks, like N95s?
Yeah, it's a really good question. It's a really important question, and perhaps I should redirect your question to President Obama, who left the stockpile empty, and there was a USA Today fact check of that. He left the cupboards bare, as the president noted, and USA Today said there is no indication that the Obama administration took significant steps to replenish the supply of N95 masks in the strategic national stockpile after it was depleted from repeated crises. So at the H1N1, it was full. At the end of H1N1, it was empty, and President Obama left it empty and took President Trump to refill it.
All right, let's pretend that the masks we're talking about toilet paper, right? So Obama, he's president. He stockpiles the White House with toilet paper because he shits, as we all do, right? He's done. He leaves the White House. Trump comes in, and he's like, "Man, there's no toilet paper here. Fucking Obama shit a lot. There's no toilet paper." Now, at that point, does he just go, don't worry about it? And then 3 years later, somebody's in the White House going, "Hey, man, I just shit. There's no toilet paper here, man. What do I do? What do I use to wipe my ass?" And then Trump just yells, "Why don't you ask Obama?" What? What the fuck? How's that help me? Where's the toilet paper, man? I just, Obama didn't replenish the toilet paper, so I just figured, fuck it, I'm not going to do it. You didn't think we'd need toilet paper, man? I mean, fuck. People shit, I could use some fucking toilet paper, man. No. Yeah, man, that's Obama's fault. He didn't stockpile the toilet paper before he left. Fucking boo. But this gets even better. This gets even better. So she just said the stockpile wasn't replenished. Obama didn't replenish the stockpile. Trump had 3 years to replenish it. But, it wasn't replenished. It's Obama's fault, right? This is what her next comment is.
Your National Defense Biodefense Strategy came out in September 2018, and the president has been now in office for over three years at this point.
Yeah, well, we refilled that stockpile. We got the N95 masks out. Ventilators, another good example. Not a single American died for lack of a ventilator. 100,000 ventilators in 100 days, 3 times what is produced in the average year, 3 times the amount of N95 respirators our healthcare industry uses. We have delivered. We cleaned up the mess that was very clearly left by President Obama, and we got that out. And I would also note, in terms of fixing the stockpile, it's also fixing domestic supply chains. That was very important. And this president is the president who took on that issue, who said we need to produce here. We can't, as China hoards PPE, we need to have domestic manufacturing. So there was a systemic fix that needed to happen. And President Trump is the first president, in my knowledge, that has really, to this degree, took on that systemic fix.
Okay, she just said that the stockpile was low in 2020, in January of 2020, because of Obama. And now she just said their plan, Trump's plan that came out in 2018, he replenished it. Which is it? Fucking make up my mind. Can't have it both ways. Can't have it both ways. Is it Obama's fault that he didn't replenish it for you and give you a stockpile, and it's somehow his fault? Or did Trump replenish it? Oh, he did replenish it, but he didn't do it for 3 years. He did it after somebody shit and was like, "Hey, man, I need some fucking toilet paper." Okay, we'll get some for you. Give us 3 years. 3 years? What the fuck? I'm just going to walk around with crusty ass shit stains? So I guess what that means is for 3 years, Trump's been full of shit.